short, like compared to his body size.
Yeah.
A little weird just to see
Yeah,
that.
it's crazy, but I guess it works for him, and it looks really good. So, no, it's like I said earlier, it's going to be very important to have a good start, and especially for the goalies. They're most important players on the team, so we want to do everything in my power. All the defensemen is probably going to do everything they can to give them a good start.
How do you approach your game differently than playing with Larson to play with Bear?
Um, it's tough to say. They're two different players. I mean, Lars, you always knew where you have him in defensive zone. He was a very steady, solid defenseman in D zone. Ethan, you can always improve, right? And especially, I want to improve in my D zone. And obviously, Ethan is really good with the puck. You can really tell he's confident with the puck, and he's matured in that way. I think the game in Winnipeg really showed how good of a player he is right now, and the potential he sits on. So it's for me, it's just gonna help him to reach his full potential. And if that is that I take a little bit more responsibility in the back end, so be it.
With opening day being tomorrow, what does it feel like for you? I mean, you're a veteran and you've been down this road obviously many times before, but do you feel like a kid going the first day of school, or do you have butterflies, or do you look forward to the routine, or what do you think tomorrow's going to be like for you, waking up and coming to the rink?
It's always the same every year. You've been waiting for this. It's been a very long off season, and hopefully it was the last one. That was really long. So I'm really pumped about playing the first game tomorrow, and especially to start off here in Rogers. I think it's a really good feeling.
Oscar, we talked to General Manager Ken Holland this morning, and one of the talking points was culture. Now, you're seen as a leader on this team. What are some of the things that you hope to maybe build on from maybe past seasons and your past experience, and some new things that you hope to instill in the new group here?
I think it's you got to come down to consistency. I think to be a really good player in a consistent playoff team, you need the consistency. Past years we could play really, really good for 2-3 games, and then we could have a bad couple of games, and it cost us the playoff spot. So I would like to see us have a good feeling and be a very consistent team. Even we're all going to lose some games. I think we want to improve and be that solid, consistent team still.
How does consistency get instilled in a team? Is it the leaders maybe stepping up in certain times, or how does that kind of work?
Yeah, for sure. A big part is from the core of the group, for sure. To have, we're all going to have bad nights, but hopefully it's few of them. And it's all going to come from the group. I mean, we have, like I said earlier, I think we have a really good mix of guys. I think we have a really good fit for everybody. So it's going to be interesting to see. I know it's the first game tomorrow, but I have a really good feeling. I think a lot of players are going to have a good season.
Oscar, we just talked to Adam right now about Ethan Bear. I know you've been asked quite a few questions on him already, but I got one more.
Yep.
He said you can really see that he's really fired up, and he came into camp with a fire, with a drive. What kind of mannerisms has he shown maybe around the dressing room? Is he asking a lot of questions, or what kind of things does he kind of give off that vibe?
First off, I agree with what you said. He looked very fired up, and it's really funny, especially for me who play with him. You can really tell he's gone, and he wanna make a good impression here. We have a lot of young defensemen who's been working hard on the whole off season, and we have that competition for the spots here, and that's really good. And I think Ethan has been doing a really good job during the offseason. I think he looks fast. He have a lot of confidence with the puck. The game in Winnipeg, I think, was a good example of that.
Again, speaking to Ken Holland this morning, he said the primary goal of this team is to contend for a playoff spot in March and April. With all the changes that happened in the offseason, Oscar, do you feel like that's attainable?
For sure, the playoffs is always going to be there for us. I mean, if we don't think we can reach the playoffs, we're not gonna make it. So I think we all know what it takes to go there, and it's a lot of fun when you get in here, especially here in Edmonton. I mean, it's probably the best time of my life when we were in the playoff run. So of course we want to aim high, and hopefully we can stride forward and play some good hockey.